Down Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New England Patriots and the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Ryan, 19 strikes, 19 takes, 65 yards, 65 yards.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tiger.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
They'll run it again with Henry. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense for the Patriots, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They're going to look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
The Panthers had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Check, contact, check, contact. Come 19, come 19.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got him in, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Henry again on second down.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here we go, set. Ready?
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And some room to roam now. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that Plague did on the last one.
They go play action here on first down. He dumps it off for Henry. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hurt. Hey.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to bring big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Completes it to Miller.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
Trap 50, trap 50.
More the man in motion.
60 Maverick.
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
The slot man in motion right. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
He'll look to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
And Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points, and they prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And, Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Come on, set. Wide open. Swing back.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Jackson.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Running from the gun with Henry.
70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
A big completion there against double coverage. And, Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got a pick before. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Patriots will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll look to throw here.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Henry will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
Now, that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
right, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Henry up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Gonzalez's kick is good.
And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
They keep it with Barkley on first down.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Again, it's Barkley.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ready, break.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Saquon Barkley running right. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Let's go now. Guarantee.
They'll set up to throw. And now here's another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Matt Judon there to bring him down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's a 2nd and 7. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, ready?
The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Hey, no steal.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Second down, here's Barkley again. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
79 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. Themselves out. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Ready?
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Back to throw.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Marcus Jones picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Henry running right.
Anthony Jennings in that time defensively.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Henry again on 2nd down.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're